All right, I'm gonna do a little intro.
Okay.
And can you sit
Yeah.
over there?
I'm gonna do an intro now, so can you move?
Can
Thank
you move? Hello everyone, it's Aran from AranTV, and today it's an interview video, but it's an interview. And my interview videos, I hope to have some of you guys in the future that do something meaningful, something crazy, or that live a normal life but want to talk about it. But today I'm having someone special, and you're gonna meet the lady in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's your name? Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Lindsay Fulmer.
I heard you were doing something really unique and amazing. So what are you doing?
My sister and I are traveling the U.S., going to all 50 states and doing volunteer service in each state.
Oh wow, how long?
Yeah.
In each state?
1 week in each state, so it'll be just shy of a year.
How many states have you traveled so far?
We're currently in our 47th state.
Oh wow, which is in Kansas.
Yes.
Which is where we're filming.
Yes.
So why are you doing it?
My sister and I both grew up doing service and always had a heart for people, and we both ironically had the same idea separately and then just happened to mention it to each other. And both of us had this idea that we should travel the country, see, what the different needs were, what people were going through, how nonprofits were giving back, and then serve those nonprofits.
So what kind of volunteers do you guys do?
We do everything. We've worked with art centers, and we've worked with veterans and kids and pregnancy care centers and women's homes and men's homes and prison ministries and like everything, but we do specify it has to do with people.
So how do you find those nonprofits?
We first looked for housing in every state. Then from there we looked in the area, and kind of our deciding factor was who's doing something creative, who's doing something new and different. We wanted to hit a broad spectrum of different types of volunteerism. We didn't want people to think that the only way to volunteer was in a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter. And those are great organizations and we've worked with them, but we wanted people to know that there were things out there like art centers, and that there were programs for foster kids, and that any talent that you have can be utilized. So we've worked, with the whole gamut of different places. Some people thought we were crazy and said no. So
Because you guys are doing something crazy.
yeah, yes. But Alaska's a very interesting story, actually. We didn't have any housing. People kept rejecting us. It just wasn't a good time, or they couldn't have us. And I went out on a limb and said, I'm going to look up an organization that we'd love to work with. I'm going to reach out to them. And if they say, okay, then we'll just work around the housing situation. And that day they're called Remade Anchorage. And basically what they do is they take in donations from the community. They remake things, furniture, clothes, picture frames, all kinds of things. And then they sell them. And the profit is actually distributed amongst a bunch of different nonprofits in the Anchorage area. So I called their office. I happened to be speaking to their executive director. She emailed me back the next day, and they had their volunteers were going to take us in and house us. Her son donated his car for the week, and they just took care of us. They picked us up from the airport, everything. They took in complete strangers. They didn't know us. We didn't know them, but they just took us in. And so,
oh wow.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've made really good relationships with some strangers and your friends' friends and your friends' family,
Yeah. Everywhere we've gone, we've met so many great people. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from the trip is that people are good and hospitable and loving, and they want to help people. They just may not always know how to do that. So it was just really cool to put a lot of stereotypes to rest all over the nation.
That's cool.
Working with this nationality or that nationality, or being in this part of the country versus that part. And we found out that people are actually really good, and you can't just count on the media, and you can't just count on people's word. You have to go out and find out for yourself.
Right. I want to hear what was difficult. Like, what struggles did you guys have?
I think one of the initial struggles that we had was that people weren't necessarily on our side. We had a lot of scoffers and a lot of people that were like, I think you're just trying to go on a vacation. I think you just want to suck money from people, and, you know, like really negative comments.
Wow.
But when you're doing good things, especially for the Lord, you always have negativity that comes with that. And so one of the biggest things we had to overcome was discouragement. So yeah.
So how you overcame it was?
A lot of prayer and hard work. Just remembering that if you believe in yourself and in God and what you're doing, then you can do it. It doesn't matter what anyone else says, because other people are acting also out of their own fears and their own shortcomings, that maybe they would have wanted to do this, but they didn't have enough courage to do so.
Right.
This trip has not been perfect. Leellen and myself have both had moments where we've cried and said we're going to go home and this is the end, and you know, maybe we can't do this, you know, but just having each other there, I think, was a big part of that.
I bet.
I don't think I could have done this with anyone else quite like this.
So doing it so far, what are your takeaways? What did you learn from this experience, and what do you want to share?
We really can do anything.
Wow.
I think a lot of people get discouraged. Well, I had this type of personality, or I came from this background, or
I don't have money to do
right,
it.
or I only have this type of talent
Yeah.
versus that type of talent. And I think Leellen especially, she is a shy, introverted person. She has just blossomed. I mean, she meets new people every week. She stays with new families. I mean, that in itself is overcoming personality, and, you know, things that people would normally use as an excuse. Well, I'm shy, so I can't do this. She's just kind of done it anyway. It's been really cool.
So it has been challenging you guys.
Yeah.
And that wasn't like the bad side of it. It
Yeah.
has been the good side of it, because it helps you grow. Well, that's so cool.
Yeah.
When you're in the challenge, it sucks. And
Yeah.
you are hurt. You are frustrated. But like, without that, you can't grow.
One of the other things that we've learned on this trip is that community is so important. In community together, we've been able to do this. We could have never
Yeah.
done it alone.
Yeah,
So.
right. Is there anything that you want to share with the people that are watching this, maybe to encourage them to get out of their comfort zone, or do something that they wanted to do but they haven't done because of, you know, their financial situation, their fear, or whatever? So because you are brave and you've done something, so
Yeah, I think first of all, just knowing that you can. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I would say don't let time, money, or fear get in your way of doing something. You'll notice that time is just going to continue. So if you're not doing something that you feel is impacting the world, or, you know, making yourself proud, then you're wasting that time. Fear is nothing really. I mean, we have been able to face a lot of our fears on this trip, but once you step out and you do what it is that you're fearful of, you realize, oh wow, it's not that bad. And once you step out, it only takes a second to overcome a fear. You can spend years and months and, you know, even lots of minutes wasting time being fearful of something, and then it only takes a second to shift that fear. And once you do, you realize, oh, this is a skill I can do now. And then money too, like with us, it just came. When you're doing something that's impacting people in a positive way, the money will show up. So whether you want to start a fashion line, or you want to volunteer, or, you know, you want to adopt children, you know, whatever that looks like, don't give up on that dream. Don't give up on that hope. Have patience that it'll happen, and then just do it. Just, you know,
just do it.
Just do it. I should be sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, just do it.
But really, I mean, that's it. Just do it. And it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something that's seemingly small, but you want to do it. And so I would just say, just do it.
That's so cool. This message really speaks to me. I'm learning so much, and you're inspiring me a lot. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences and thoughts, because it took you a year to learn those things, but we are learning it from you within like minutes. So thank you so much. It was a very special interview. So let us know what you learned from this interview down in the comment section. And how can we help you? How can we follow you? Do you wanna share?
We're on Facebook, so you can look us up by Project Wave, WAVE, and we'll keep our page up even after our travels.
Oh, cool. Very awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish you good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. You want to wave?
Sure. So awkward.
Just do it.
It was like, and then I'm over here like, what's happening? Yeah, let's do it.
Bye. You did this crazy travel and you can't like wave bye.
Yeah.
Okay, just do it, guys.